Hello everyone, welcome to Pastel Path. My name is Emily. We're focusing on dimensional tarot in this video today. We're taking a look at Enneagram, which is a personality system and how it connects to tarot cards. We will be exploring each point reflected in each card alongside some oracle card energies for a general overall energy. If you want, take a look at that description box below. It contains lots of information on this form of tarot, what it is, blog posts, social media, website information. If you're interested in scheduling a reading or tutoring to learn more, please visit my website. There's always more information available. You can reach out to me at hello@pastelpath.com or reach out to pastelpath.com itself. Alright, everyone, thank you for joining me today. We're going to go ahead and dive in here, taking a look at our overall oracle energies. We're going to start with the moon, a chakra, and a spirit totem. For our overall moon energy, we have acceptance. Being gentle with ourselves, loving with ourselves, accepting the things that we cannot change, but enabling us to act on the things that we can. Alright. I'm going to take a look at our overall chakra. We have seeing with our third eye. We have perspective, truth, knowledge, and clarity. Things are becoming more prevalent, more understandable. Maybe there's things that have been evading us. We have swan of grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. We're going to take a look at your overall energies now with the dimensional tarot part of the reading. We're going to take a look here at the peacemaker. Justice, look at this. Bringing things into balance, into harmony. The peacemaker here represented at this point, this is a very much on point card for the peacemaker. The peacemaker wants things to be fair, consistent, and gentle, most of all. They take shelter from this harsh world with others and protect those that they love as much as they can, even if sometimes it comes at a detriment to themselves. So this could be a reweighing of the scales here within justice for the peacemaker. Maybe there's something that's inspired you to act to level the scale. Or maybe there's some way in which you're trying to bring harmony into your own life, to bring these scales into balance. We do have, interesting. As we are weighing this scale, we have the Two of Pentacles next to us. The Two of Pentacles is kind of like a juggle. We're adapting to change. We're trying to make the finances work and make the physical work and make our material world work as we adjust to these new circumstances. This is the reformer within us. So maybe there's been a heavy restructuring of a moral code, something you've been juggling with, wrestling with. A sense of justice prevails. This card is at the top of our spread, so its energy permeates out throughout this entire spread. With this Two of Pentacles in the reformer slot, especially with this being like a moral center, a spiritual center, they're obsessed with being good. They don't mean to be. They just learned long ago, it's not me that's loved. It's the image I present to the world, and that image will be perfection. So they can get caught up in black and white thinking and projection of, their inferior selves into the world. They don't mean to do it, but they can get a little lost, especially in dogma. Ooh, well, we get a little tough energy here. I'm sorry, my love. We have the Seven of Swords in the helper slot. The Seven of Swords on its face represents deceit. Someone trying to deceive you, you acting in a deceitful manner. There is shenanigans afoot here, my friend. Also, when I see that Seven of Swords, I see the imposter syndrome. The ways in which we're presenting that false image to the world. We are more functional than we are happier than we are more accepting of the circumstances in our life than we are. With this being the helper slot, this is often tied to our relationships, a very codependent part of our heart. So maybe there's aspects of you're giving more than you can give and putting up that facade as if you have the energy to keep going when maybe there's a part of you that doesn't. Maybe this is part of the seeing and the grace and the acceptance is recognizing our energetic, physical, spiritual, emotional limitations. Maybe we're hitting these limitations and you feel yourself faltering and you're trying to adjust. We're trying to balance here to bring this back. And we have the King of Swords. Very interesting. Very good energy. Very solid. The King of Swords here really helps. He's very intellectual. Air sign. So intellectual and idealism. Truth. Justice. Fairness. Harmony. These are the things that the King of Swords lives by. He is the warrior king. So the achiever is a go-getter. Absolutely will. They learned long ago, it's not me that's loved. It's the award, the trophy, the accolade that I bring home. But with this being held as a king, I feel like we've matured past this. We have stepped into our own power here. Justice is connected to this, as is this card here, but I don't know what that one is. We don't know what that one is yet. Justice to the King of Swords so far. So there's an influencing element here where you're trying to step up to your duty. But maybe you're finding yourself energetically drained. There's something that you can't do, but maybe you're fearful of saying, hey, I need help, or I can't do this. We have next, unfortunately, I'm sorry, my love, again, we have the Ten of Swords in the individualist slot. This can be very painful energy, especially for the individualist. The individualist is a little melodramatic. I will be seen, I will be heard. But they're creative, they're romantic, they have a gentle, loving heart that they wish to show the world. And they show it through these creative means of expression. They can tell a story like none other. However, they can become stuck in a narrative, a story as to why I am that way I am and the justifications for it. It may be aspects of this story that you've been telling yourself so far are no longer making sense. It is a burden to carry them. It is painful to carry them. And in fact, it is doing you no justice in carrying this. There's something that we must see. There's something that we must give to ourselves because we're denying an aspect of self here that deserves compassion, deserves love, deserves support. We have death. There's a rebirth. This is our mind space, the investigator within us. How must we transform our perspective, our understanding of the world, the understanding of ourselves, the ways in which we view ourselves and our interactions in the world? There's a metamorphosis here, a transformation taking place. The Devil, wow. No more card fitting than the devil for the loyalist. I'm sorry, my love. The loyalist, at its core, can stay in situations they shouldn't be in for longer than they should because the faintest whisper of their heart says maybe, just maybe. If I forgive my lover one more time, maybe they won't disappoint me. If I stay here for 6 more months, maybe they'll promote me. But sometimes they can get it. They can get that promotion. Or they can get the lover that cleans up their ways. Because they saw things then, had the fortitude, wherewithal, and determination to see things that other people didn't see and not give up when things got too tough. But the thing is, sometimes they can cling on too long. And maybe this is what's occurring here. There's some ideology, something that we're clinging to that is no longer serving us. The devil here represents anything that binds us to a lower form of self and stops us from being our most completed self. So whatever this may be for you, addictions or manipulations or shopping or food or drugs or people or distraction of yourself away from yourself so you can never have that time alone with yourself to really contemplate the self, that can be the most fear-inducing thing of all, especially when there's pain. But it is a matter of justice to bring this home, to deal with it. And you have the strength. You have the King of Swords. And you have the Ten of Pentacles, which is very good. The Enthusiast. And this is interesting because this is a very steady energy, very grounded energy. And the Enthusiast is the most spontaneous, the most the most adventure-seeking, thrill-seeking part of our heart. So to have this be grounded, right now there's a richness, a safety, security, family here. Maybe family platform, a family inheritance, what you've inherited, your legacy, things that you've learned from your family. It feels like there's been circumstances that have formed you, and you're doubting yourself, and there's fear within the self. But there's a desire and a process of transformation taking place. I'm going to take our last, the Lovers. We need to let the love in. The Challenger holding the Lover is truly beautiful energy. The Challenger is our most vulnerable point of the heart, though they would die rather than admit that. They picked up a heavy suit of armor at a very young age to protect themselves and others. And so they are the champion of the underdog. They will fight, and they are gluttons for punishment when it comes to the causes that they love. They will move mountains, restructure society itself, the definition of reality if necessary, for those that they love, especially if it comes to ensuring that injustices do not take place again. And it can come at a cost because they can easily, because some of them raised with abuse and neglect can neglect and abuse themselves in the name of others. And so there's an element of love here, the Lovers, that needs to be called upon. Let the love overflow from you as you act as this focal point. The Challenger connects here to the Helper. So there's a lot of pain that this Lover is connecting to. Maybe perhaps there's unresolved pain with a Lover. But I'm feeling more that we must let love in. There feels like maybe even a slight grief within this love, because of the, maybe you're, in a way we could also be mourning and honoring a past version of self that's no longer here. We've closed a chapter on who we used to be, but maybe we're still summarizing, just in case you couldn't hear over that car, our truth. I really love how these colors play together here. But this Devil and the Loyalist slot, there's a lot of doubt, a lot of fear. Maybe you're trusting others over yourself, their opinions of you, and are forming how you view yourself, perhaps. So maybe there's some work that needs to be done in self-empowerment, seeing yourself in the loving light that you deserve to be seen in, and the authentic version of you that you're trying to be. There can be pain here that we're sorting through, but I promise you, if you keep putting in the love, go back to where you're nurtured, loved, cared for, and secure. Even if you have to make a new definition of family to do that, find your tribe. Please put yourself out there. Put your heart out there, even if it feels scary. Engage into therapeutic resources if you have any available. Group therapy is awesome. There's Codependence Anonymous, AA, NA, take your pick. Get a abbreviation and roll with it. Oh man. I'm going to take a look at the bottom of the deck. Knight of Swords. Yes, get your abbreviation and roll with it. That is the Knight of Swords, my friend. The Knights are action-oriented. The Swords, air sign. Idealism, intellectualism. So we are brave. We are courageous here. Maybe there's something happening that we're seeing, we're accepting, we're trying to be graceful about. But it is painful for us to bring this into recognition as we wrestle with all the doubt and pain that it has brought us. But we can continue our way through if we persevere. Hold that Knight of Swords energy. Persevere, press on, get the justice you deserve, so that you can bring some rest to your spirit. Oh, my love. For our overall moon energy, we have protection. You are protected, you are nourished, you are loved. Please know these things. I really enjoy that message. Acceptance and protection as our moon energies. Honesty, our throat chakra. Truth, transparency, sincerity, communication. Wear that heart on your sleeve as much as you can, even when it's painful, even when it's disappointing for others. I can't do this right now because I'm at my limit. I'm at my max. I need help. It can be some of the toughest words we could say. I'm going to take a look at our unconscious. Again, with this protection message. Sea turtle, protection. Again, our unconscious moon message was also protection. Sea turtle, protection. You are the master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything that you need to be protected and happy. Don't allow those past experiences to steal the thunder of the joy of today. Recognize the ways in which we must heal those past woundings in order to become whole, so that we can really engage into the now. When we're too far in the past, it's shame and guilt over actions we didn't take. If we're too far in the future, it's fear and anxiety over things we have yet to do. But if we can live in the now, in that authentic moment of now, we can engage into reality on reality's terms and maybe stop holding our own selves back with this nonsense mental energy that we all totally are guilty of doing. There's no way to live a conscious reality without structuring it with time, but we also must live in the Zen moment of now. We can consider what we do next week. We can ponder on what we did last week and what we're going to do next week, but we can't become trapped in it because we have to live in the moment of now, the doing in the moment. And I think you'll find a lot more empowerment that way. Maybe we can learn to let go of some of this pain because it no longer defines us. Because we can close the chapter, we can summarize the ending, and we can go to the new day, the new dawn. Alright, my loves, I hope this message was able to help you in any way. Thank you for joining me. Please check out that description box below if you have any questions. It's full of lots of helpful information. Alright, everyone. Once again, thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.